He has a new song, new music video, even a new website, everything new, and he is leaving for Australia. But before that, he stops by Kababayan, LA, and you get to talk to him, Joseph Vincent, as we start right about now. Today, but guess what? We are opening our phone lines because our guest is such an amazing artist, and I know so many of you would like to talk to him. So we're going to open our phone lines later on today on the show, so you get to talk to the one and only Joseph Vincent. Very popular on YouTube. He came out with a single early this year and also a new music video. He's going to be talking about that and more on Kababayan LA today, Friday. My name is Janelle, so you're Kababayan in Los Angeles, and this is the show that connects you to Hollywood and to our Filipino-American community. On Fridays, we have a very special segment here that we started not too long ago. We call it the Social Buzz. What's happening in the social media networks, Facebook, Twitter, and all that. And guess what? Today on the show, somebody from Google is actually joining us. Very pretty. Anne Espiritu is on the line, a Kababayan that works for Google, and you may see her, or you may have seen her because she's been featured on Google Beat. She reports on what's trending on the Google homepage, what people are searching about, and joining us on the phone from San Francisco. Hello, and welcome to Kababayan LA, Anne.
Thank you so much, Janelle. Thanks for having me.
Okay, let's talk about Google Trends, Google Beats. We've seen you. How do you measure that? How does it go? How do you know what people are searching for?
So there are actually two ways we measure our data to come up with search trends, most popular and hottest searches, or sometimes we would call it fastest rising searches. So most popular is measured, by search volume, and believe it or not, they actually tend to be everyday things like weather or news. Hottest searches looks at the percentage of growth. So this methodology tends to be a lot more interesting because you can actually really see what's unique about the week. You can sort of think about this as shooting stars that are rising up in the ranks quickly.
Okay, we see that on screen right now. We are actually on the Google page, and let me ask you, what are you going to be talking to us today? The hottest trends or the hottest searches?
The hottest searches.
Okay, tell us about the hottest searches for this past week.
So who could have guessed that 9 out of 10 search terms this week would be about astrology? Apparently, a Minneapolis-based astronomer created an internet buzz, and it spread like wildfire.
Right.
He proposed, changes to the astrological calendar and introduced a new zodiac sign called Ophiucus.
Yes.
So we saw huge peaks in searches for terms like new zodiac sign, and Ophiucus. I think that the theory has been squashed since then, but it definitely created a stir in the online world.
Exactly, and everyone was scared about it. Everyone had, people with tattoos of their zodiac were thinking of having it changed, and we talked about that last week here on the show. But aside from that, what else do we have?
So big Hollywood award ceremonies never fail to get attention, and, this past weekend was no different, with the Golden Globes. As a matter of fact, it was the only non-related astrology search term that popped up on our top 10 list.
That is crazy. Of course, everybody loves to talk about the Golden Globes. What about the Golden Globes? Were they searching for anything in particular?
So top related searches, as many would expect, is Natalie Portman, who won Best Actress for her role in Black Swan, and show host Rick Gervais. But we also looked at Google Hot Trends, which is a public tool that looks at the hottest searches happening in the U.S. hour by hour. And on Sunday, we saw a few other popular Hollywood stars pop up, like Annette Bening, Trent Reznor, Claire Danes, who also won Best Actress for her miniseries Temple Grandin, and Warren Beatty, as well as Paul Giamatti.
Okay, let's talk about Natalie Portman. We're seeing her on screen right now, but what were people searching about? Were they searching for her engagement, or trying to confirm if she's pregnant?
So people were definitely searching for her last week related to the Golden Globes, but specifically there was a lot of interest to learn more about her speech.
Oh.
Yeah, we saw Natalie Portman's speech pop up on Google Hot Trends, and people were also searching, people who were searching for her were also most likely to search for her fellow Golden Globes winner, Colin Firth. And of course, not surprisingly, we saw a huge spike for the term Natalie Portman dress. People were searching for her dress.
Okay, and I know that people are also searching about the Golden Globes fashion, but we don't have anything in particular about that, right?
No, we don't.
Okay, let's talk about Miss America, also a hot trend.
It was. Miss America dominated our Google Hot Trends list on Saturday. As a matter of fact, 8 out of 20 were related to the pageant. Teresa Scanlon, Miss Nebraska, who took the crown, also grabbed the #1 seat as far as the hottest search of the day. But in general, we saw a lot of interest for the annual show. Search terms like Miss America 2011 contestants, and Miss USA appear on our Hot Trends list.
All right. In your experience and field of expertise, when people search things like this, do they mostly just want to read articles, or do they want to view videos, listen to MP3s?
It's a variety of things. I mean, people generally start on the google.com homepage, and they basically just want more information, whether it's to look at the image of someone's dress. Generally, we see a lot of entertainment-related searches. I think people are just naturally fascinated by their, favorite stars.
All right. And favorite stars and favorite idols, sometimes also role models. Martin Luther King Jr. was a hot search also.
That's right. This past Monday, we actually honored the legacy of the late Dr. Martin Luther King with a Google Doodle. And on the same day, we saw searches for Martin Luther King quotes pop up on Google Hot Trends. It's no surprise, he was, after all, one of the most inspiring figures of American history. But interestingly, people were also curious to see if the post office was open on Martin Luther King, with that specific question appearing on Google Hot Trends.
That is just weird. So was it open?
I don't know. I wasn't looking for that. I was
you
not
didn't
looking.
search. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Anne, and we hope to have you back here. Very, very useful information. And one final question, because Google is available everywhere, are you just basically measuring what people in America are talking about?
Well,
or does
that's
it
right.
have spillovers?
We actually have a few tools, specifically Google Hot Trends and Insights for Search. Insights for Search is available in many, many countries, but Google Hot Trends specifically, if people want to look at what are the topics trending on the web hour by hour, I would encourage them to check out Google Hot Trends. And you can get there by simply typing in Google Hot Trends on your search box. The first link should take you to the site.
All right. Thank you so much, and have a great weekend. We hope to have you back next week.
Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Of course.
Iniimbita kayo ng NAT sa 2011 Lunar New Year Festival sa lungsod ng Tondo.